Okay, guys, Simon and Levi from Three Dragons Sports Bar in Hoi An, bringing you the tips for State of Origin coming up in a couple of days and round 14 of the NRL.
Yeah.
Tough round to pick that last one.
Well, apparently so.
Yeah, first time ever I've got got a donut. I've never got zero short round, so I've got to.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
I did slightly better with two correct ones. One of them being the Bulldogs beating the Knights up in Newcastle, which was beautiful.
Take that round on the chin and move on to next round. Hopefully do better next round.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's get into Origin, I reckon.
All right. So yeah, news. Edwards out, Teddy in. So taking that sort of decision away from everyone, and so I think it's it's not going to hurt the Blues at all.
No.
He's going to fit straight in. So yeah, look, I think the bench decisions are the two different styles that are going into this game. I like what Queensland have done by putting Cobbo, a backup for the backs that can also play lock. He grew up playing lock. The Blues are gone forwards heavy. Not much of a hooker, second hooker, or a backup in the backs there. So
yeah,
hmm.
yeah, interesting. I'm still, even with all the mix and match, I'm still thinking Blues. In a very low scoring game, I think.
Yeah, potentially. I think in New South Wales definitely will favour that. Particularly, I think if it's a little bit wet. I think if it's a little bit wet, then it's going to play into New South Wales' hands. Queensland will want to play an up tempo sort of style of game, and I think New South Wales are going to really look to try and slow it down. So I think weather could play a part. Leaning towards New South Wales. Just first game in New South Wales. They got a lot riding on this, but injuries are going to play a massive part, aren't they?
Well, yeah. If somehow Nico.
Well, anyone goes down in either team, I think that
I'll shuffle things around a bit.
So.
But yeah, overall, I'm liking the Blues team. I'm liking the Maroons team as well. I think in New South Wales, Blues get a bit more to lose.
Yeah, it's
and I reckon they'll get up for it and get I reckon it'll be like 2 or 4, like something like that. 2 or 4 points in it, like not a lot. I think it will come down to maybe a missed conversion on either side, something like that. Like I think it'll be a really tight game.
Yeah. I think then whichever way, it's going to set up a great second game down in Melbourne, and hopefully we can end up with a decider up in Queensland for the third game.
Yeah, that'd be massive.
So always want a decider.
Always, yeah. Then we also got Women's Origin on the Thursday. Which the first game was an absolute cracker. Blues played really well in that one. Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, first time it's a 3-game series as well.
Yeah.
But
where's the second game being played?
The second one I'm not sure. But should be. I think the first one was up in Queensland because that was just before Magic Round. So I think the second one should probably be down in New South Wales. Yeah, I reckon the ladies in blue
they look good in the first game.
They look really good. I fancy them to actually get a 3-0 sweep.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's always tough.
Yeah, it's tough, but I reckon they look pretty good.
Okay, so moving on to NRL round 14. First game Friday night. Dragons at home to the Tigers.
Yeah, Dragons with a
great second half.
Yeah. Still never know who turns up for the Dragons.
They there's a couple of those games there with games of two halves there. Definitely the Dragons. You've got a fancy Dragons in this. Who knows who backs up? Hunt probably will back up. I'd say he plays, kind of limited minutes anyway. It's in Origin, never plays a full game. So I think that Hunt will probably back up and take the Dragons home in this one.
Interesting. Yeah. I reckon Dragons, Tigers. They're okay. Then we got Saturday, couple of games there. First one, Titans at home to the Bunnies.
Yeah, Titans. I mean, they're playing tough. They're showing that Des has the sort of spirit in defence, and I don't know who they're going to get back this week. They could have a few players back this week. There was a few people that were kind of like some injuries and stuff, and so. But I don't. Doesn't seem to matter with the Titans. Who's there? They, comes down to attitude again, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Bunnies looked better last game. I've tipped the Titans in this game, but yeah, tough one really.
Yeah, up
Wouldn't
there.
surprise me if the Bunnies.
No, up there. I fancy the Titans up there. I reckon. Titans.
Okay. Second game, Cows at home to the Warriors. I mean, I tipped the Warriors, but after the Cows game on the weekend,
yeah,
hard to tip. But
I reckon it should be Warriors. The Cows. I mean, they still got loads of guys playing Origin, and even if some of them or all of them back up, it's still going to take a toll on them. I think during that period, the Warriors normally do pretty well during Origin.
Yeah.
The Warriors looked a bit better as of late. Like they've started to.
They're finding a way to win, and so I think the Warriors. Yeah.
And then Cracker. That's
last game on Saturday.
Yeah, which is the last of the Sharkies gauntlet.
Yeah, Broncos at home to the Sharks.
Yeah.
So again, Broncos and the Sharks, a couple of players backing up. It's at Sunday, so Saturday. So it's a few days of a turnaround. I'd expect a few of the Broncos boys to back up. Tough one. Sharks haven't been playing that well, but similar to the Broncos, this is going to be high scoring, isn't it? Both of these teams have been leaky in the last few weeks, and kind of like shown. But yeah, both teams need to work on their D, and I think the team who has a slightly better D in this game will get the win.
Yeah, I think Broncos at home, maybe, but it's kind of one of those where
I got no confidence in it. I've actually got the Sharks like down here, but it's hard to tip against your team when they're doing pretty well. Tough one.
Yeah, I'm leaning Broncos, but I mean both those teams. I mean the Sharks are in a more comfortable position. They can afford a few losses. The Broncos, if they want to finish top 4, they've got to start winning some games. So yeah,
right. That's in there. That's in thereabouts. All right.
Then Sunday, Storm Knights.
Yep.
Down in Melbourne. Easy Storm victory, I would say.
You'd think so.
The Knights were dismal on the weekend. They were,
but it kind of reminds me of the first game of the year, and they were horrible as well. Yeah. And then the Knights were able to turn that around. Might just be a bit of a one-off, and usually a team will turn it around a bit, but
still Storm, I think.
Still got to tip the Storm down in Melbourne. Go to the next game. We got Panthers at home to the Seagulls.
Yeah, that one. You'd assume being on a Sunday that quite a few of the Panthers guys will back up.
But I'm not sure if it's going to make a big difference. Luai is obviously probably the key to their team coming back in. If Luai's there, then. But I think I don't know. And DCE for the Seagulls. DCE usually backs up, so I don't know. I just kind of have a feeling this could be a Seagull sort of ambush, and might get a sneaky win.
No, I'm going to stick with the Panthers. I think they'll get back.
Okay.
And then Monday.
Last game of the round.
Yeah.
Great game. Bulldogs at home to the Eels.
Yeah, that was a massive one.
Eels looking great with Moses back in, and they actually, they Gutho there.
Yeah,
Moses.
they look dangerous on the weekend.
They're gonna get a few wins if they can maintain that team, and it's a solid forward pack. But Bulldogs defense,
everybody puts their body on the line. Everybody gets up there, and I mean, up in Newcastle, defended 2 sin-bins, didn't concede a single try all game. It was impressive, and I think, I mean, Adokar is going to be out for extended period of time with a hammy. Kiko's still out. I expect both Burden and Brighton to be back in the side. Long enough turnaround, so probably be Sexton and Burden in the halves. Might be Hutchinson.
He's more of the 7 though, more of that organizer that I think frees up Burton.
He does a bit,
but Sexton I think
Sexton
is
has
a little bit more
spark, a bit more creativity in offense. But as much as some people like to back Hutch, Hutch is a big part of why our defense is so good, because he knows how to organize people. He knows how to talk.
He's more of a genuine 7. Definitely.
Yeah, and you look at our for and against. I think we got the 3rd best for and against in the whole comp at the moment, which is it's pretty impressive. I'm still slightly worried. I think the Eels going to put us to the test, and they beat us pretty handily in the first game. We played them, but I mean that was down in Parramatta early season.
Yeah.
I expect us to get a win. Going to be close though.
Yeah, it's a pretty good attack there from the Eels up against a really good defense from the Dogs. So it's we'll see. That's the one thing is with Moses there, he's got the ability to be able to crack most good defenses. So whereas some other teams without quite that class, it's hard to get across the line. But Moses is that step up of class that if there is someone that can create, then I think that it's probably him. Yeah. I have got Dogs penciled down here. Might wait and see the ins and outs of this one. But yeah, it's. I think the Eels might if they, like I said before, if they're fit, I think they could go on a run.
Yeah, a little bit. I still fancy the Dogs to get a win.
Yep. Okay.
All right, there we go. Enjoy Origin. We'll potentially snap a little shorty off the park during Origin or something.
Yeah, sure.
Put that up there so you get a bit of a glimpse what it kind of looks like.
Cool. Well, good luck with your tips. Good luck, Queensland. And
we'll see you next week.